Good morning from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic.
Our very first port of call on this grand voyage, and a new port for us as well.
Which I guess this is appropriate that it's our first port because there are a lot of firsts associated with this town.
Definitely.
I'm sure we'll learn a lot about them on our tour today. We've got a ship tour set up now. When I was researching this port, there were 3 things that caught my eye. Most of the tours I saw only involved 2 of them. So those things were the Old Town, the Lighthouse, and the Tres Ojos, which is like the natural park with lakes and stuff in it. We're not going to get to do Tres Ojos, but we have chosen Old Town and Lighthouse today.
Yeah, it's kind of further away.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with some breakfast. Our tour doesn't start till 10, which affords us time for a nice leisurely dining room breakfast. And then we'll hop off and start our ship tour.
I'm so excited. Go take all the pictures. We're here.
Apparently we've just arrived. They're making announcements in the hall, so let's go.
Let's do it.
Deck 4, no lying, no waiting. Okay. We've come up to the gym to fill up our water bottles for the day.
Best kept secret.
And now down to 4. Well, they've got a table here in the theater. Well, we got checked in. We got some stickers. We are group Red 1. And there's a little peek at the other tours that are going out of the theater this morning.
Welcome to Santo Domingo. So we're ready to call our next group.
Red number 1 is on the move. All aboard 4:30. The gangway was down on deck A. Lively tunes. Our instructions are to go through the terminal building. We got some shopping and vendor stands and whatnot in here. This looks like our ride.
We're gonna have a very exciting 4-hour tours. We're gonna be able to take you to the most iconic places. The old colonial zone is the historical part of the remnant of the Spanish colonization here in Santo Domingo. Okay. First, we're gonna go to where Christopher Columbus is buried. That is the lighthouse.
First stop, Columbus Lighthouse. Now I gotta say, this does not look like any lighthouse I've seen before. It's built in the shape of a cross. I guess atop this section there's a device that shoots out a bunch of beams of light that apparently you can see from Puerto Rico and from space. You can do some souvenir shopping right here. Now, I've heard there's some controversy. There's supposed to be some remains of Christopher Columbus in this building. And they also have some remains of him in Spain, in Sevilla, which they've DNA tested. I don't know that they've DNA tested these, but I guess his remains were split up to various places around the globe. We've also got the little car over here, which was used by Pope John Paul II as his security vehicle during his visit.
There's a guard dog, too.
There's a guard dog. That's cute. Let's do some wandering on the inside. Or maybe on the outside first, we'll see. Yeah, watch your step. There are some cracks in this sidewalk that could be tripped on. Nice little drop off over there. So not only is the building shaped like a cross, there's a lot of other representation of crosses in here that I see. So we're going to get a little bit of a guided tour first. And we can't really catch too much of the narration back here, but there is the box below center with the remains in it, which is open once a year on Columbus Day, which is not today. And we can peek all the way up to the top. Get a little closer peek at that as we wander by. So I think I picked up that there's a bunch of side rooms, and each one is kind of dedicated to a different country. This appears to be the España room. Let's see where in the world we go next. Well, we've got a Mayan calendar in this case. Well, here we have Japan. Little information about Marco Polo. Oh, there's a button down here. You know, if there's a button, I'm tempted to push it. Let's see what it does. Oh, nothing.
It probably said don't touch.
Oh my gosh. All right, on to the next. The 4 Voyages of Christopher Columbus. Oh, more buttons that can be pushed. All right, we'll resist this time. Let's see if we're moving out of Japan now, possibly. Sì, Italia. Gosh, they told everybody to turn around. I thought they were looking at me, but they were looking at old Chris there. Oh, now I see England. I see Francia, Alemania, which is Germany. Some EU flags up ahead.
Now you know that man has to be extraordinarily warm in all that clothing.
Yeah, if the weather's like today, we're at like 85% humidity, mid-80s Fahrenheit, I would not be wearing that.
I am grateful fashion has changed over the years slightly to allow for less clothing in warm climates.
We've got a little Israel. Oh, look at this.
In Israel, the people celebrate Hanukkah, no Christmas.
Making our way through Korea. Oh, here's the EU officially. I didn't know we were going to get to tour so many places today. That's awesome. Looks like we're crossing through to India now. Looks like this is the end of the road, so back out into the world. Let's see what the other side holds. Puerto Rico, Curacao, Belize.
It's closed now because it's new.
We're back up here toward the remains. They do have some restrooms. Well, we'll wander back out to the bus now and head to the old town for some strolling. Couple of last-minute photos by D.
It's beautiful.
Red, red one, you make me feel so fun. Oh, we've been dropped right here alongside the highway near a statue, right here outside the walls of the colonial city. This is Juan Pablo Duarte. Well, lots of steps up here, but they do have some ramp action. Well, we've come up to a gigantic courtyard area where I guess we'll stop and get our first dose of history. Now, this tour description said they were going to be using whisper audio devices, but they haven't handed out any such thing. I'll try to pick up some of the narration with my ear holes and pass it along as I can, because we're not really going to pick it up on the camera. So in this direction, we've got a house where some of the Columbus folks used to live, currently under construction, so you can't really see it too well under all of that green drapery. There's a lot of firsts in this area. First university, cathedral, castle, monastery, fortress. I think we're over here now learning about the first hospital. All these firsts in the New World. So I think this stop is a museum. So there is a restroom in here if you need it as well. Get a little culture of the Dominican Republic versus Haiti. Language differences, cultural differences, and all that. The 4 journeys of Columbus. So they said we'll have about 20 minutes at this museum, sort of a guided tour. Now there's not a lot of English signage in here, which is understandable, of course, but we're gleaning some facts as we go.
Because Columbus left a lot of African slave production in this part of the desert.
So this room was all about sugar and the slave trade. We've got tobacco and whatnot down here. Oh, look at this place. Nature Day, we could do a nature walk.
Yeah.
Well, good to know. They did have some audio guides, I guess, for a tip. Back out we go. All the guides seem to have come together at the same time, so we're making sure we follow number 1. We're number 1. Well, we've stopped to learn about this structure, I believe. So this is the Panteon, a former Jesuit church that has been converted to a place where they lay to rest important and historical figures and folks. I'm not sure if this is a hats off type of venue, but I'm going to go hats off just out of respect. Come gather over here and see what we can learn. Yeah, we can learn that we wish this fan was on. Unfortunately, it is not. They've got the eternal flame here, which I guess is lit 24 hours a day. And everybody in here laid to rest, I believe he said, is from the Dominican Republic, other than maybe one person who was a Puerto Rican educator. I see lots of names of national heroes up here on the wall. And now we're headed for the cathedral. There's the official name, Panteon de la Patria. They've got birds here for birder-dee. I think they're pigeons.
I know.
But they're gorgeous.
They're still birds.
So we've come to a plaza here next to the Panteon for a little learning. So I guess Christopher Columbus never lived here, but he did stay overnight in some places in this area. So this is Calle Las Damas that we're strolling right now. Oh, we got a quick side detour. Oh, so this is to give us an idea of traditional architecture, how the housing works, big patio courtyard here in the middle. Giant ferry ship funnels in the distance. So these days a lot of folks have weddings here. I think he said there's like a children's museum. All right, back out to the street. Chocolate history. Now there's something I could sink my teeth into. Not today. This is the Fortaleza, which I guess they use as sort of a museum, event venue now. First military fortress in the Western Hemisphere. Well, that's brought us out to the parallel street over here, 1 block over. Look at that. Entrada. Oh good, looks like we are going to get some audio guides up here. Well, we've decided to forego the audio devices. They were kind of running low and asking people to share. So we'll just come in here and interpret, see what we can learn. So the Cathedral Primate of America. All right, we've got 20 minutes here. We did learn that there is no video allowed inside. They have given some cover-ups for the ladies wearing the shorts, hats off, all that good stuff. So you can take pictures, no flash, no video. We've got the skirt return bucket and salida. Well, let's see where the wanders take us now. I know there's some free time coming up shortly. Columbus Square Park. Bird. So the park here is going to be our meeting point after the free time. We're going to have about 30 minutes to putter around. He's leading us over to a place where you can buy all the stuff and things. Yeah. Well, we have found the pedestrian walking zone. I've seen a casino, frozen yogurt shop, supermarkets, lots of souvenirs. Well, this appears to be our destination, gift shop. They've got artwork. We've seen quite a few dogs on the way over here. Nature D wants to talk to some dogs, I think.
There's like 4 right in my eyesight right now. I want to go pet so bad, but they're all sleeping, so I will not do that.
That's right. Let a sleeping dog lie. Now, our free time did include the amount of time it takes to walk back to the park, so I think we'll casually stroll back that way just to make sure we're on time. The time has come for us to do the slow wander back to our vehicle. Oh, there's the Don Diego terminal. We are in at the San Souci terminal today, across the bridge there, across the river. Red number 1. Well, the time has come for a very late lunch. Lunch is already closed, technically, but select stations are still open on the Lido, and then it's gym time.
Because we're committed.
Committed. We should be committed. Time to make some selections. So the salad station was open, as well as Distant Lands, which was Italy. And so there's some rigatoni. They had some vegetable lasagna. I also hit up the salad station with some sneaky blue cheese. Ooh, it's a good pool day today. It is time. All right, we are all set up for our Grow with Joe routine. We did it. We did it.
Hey guys, so today's outfit of the day is a theme night. The first one we've had, it's retro throwback 70s night. I was not alive in the 70s. I don't know if this looks 70s at all, but I didn't want to bring specific things for just the theme night, so I'm making it work with wardrobe. The headband is old, no idea where I got it. The earrings are from Shein, I think, from a while ago. Vest is also from Shein. Shirt is from Shein. They have this on Amazon too, though, very similar. Pants are from Target, and the shoes are from Primark, my favorite. So yeah, let me know in the comments, does this meet the requirement? Or am I crazy? Good evening.
Groovy evening. Holy moly. All right, so let's talk about our day, and then we're going to bounce out and get our evening started. So how was your day in Santo Domingo?
So our very first port of this grand voyage was really awesome. Nice to go to a different part of the Dominican Republic. I enjoyed the tour. The bus was really nice and large. It was a ship excursion, so we booked it through the ship. I love learning about the history and the artifacts that they were able to preserve, and just that it was like the first, basically, in the Americas of almost everything. So, and they have a different thinking about Columbus here than like we do in the States now, so it's interesting to see.
Yeah, a whole lot of history. I put in as much as I could without making it like, oh my gosh, this is a history video, got to keep it moving, but
yeah,
fascinating overall. So we're off to a good start.
Got lots of steps in.
Yeah, we did.
It was nice, but it was a good group to be with, and everybody, we made lots of friends. Jay was helping people with tech. Everybody's like, are you the youngest people on the ship?
We've heard that a lot.
We're kind of an anomaly on here, but it's fun. I think we're going to meet like lots of friends on the ship.
Yeah, so now we are ready to bounce out and have disco evening, dinner time. I think we're going to go to the buffet because we want to try to catch the early show and also make it to the disco party, which is at 8:30. Okay, party animals.
We are so partying tonight.
That's it. But buffet dinner, and then let's have some fun.
Come on.
Well, I do like that they post the menu right here outside the buffet. Now, it's a little glary, so we have to kind of like move it back and forth and see if we can read all the words. Cool. I see some Indian stuff that looks good. So we're trying to determine if both sides are different. I don't really see the Indian on this side. So this side was successful for things like chicken, broccoli, greenery, potatoes, and fish. So this side is primarily closed, but the stations up at the front do have Indian. Oh, actually that was just stir fry and crepes. All right, maybe no Indian then. I did end up finding some interesting sort of cold prepared salads, and they've got shrimp cocktails up there. For dessert, we have come away with a no sugar added, sort of a raspberry Swiss roll, and a sugar added coconut cream pie. Oh, we are done with dinner. There are piano tunes happening here at Ocean Bar. We will just hang out here on the outside where they keep their D's and have a listen. Oh, we caught the very end of that tinkly piano set. Now in here for Showtime, which is kind of a comedy parody guitarist. That sounds right up my alley. So Paul Aldrich, according to the signage.
Talking of shows, you've got a great one, and you're going to have a good laugh during tonight's show, because it's not just comedy, and it's not just music. It's music and comedy. It's musical comedy. Please welcome to the stage, Paul Aldrich.
These days I wake up every morning and everything just hurts. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and rhenium. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Makes you wonder how oh, come on. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd, but you can be happy if you've a mind to. You dang me, they all take a rope and hang. When young Henry was a little baby. Well, the Smothers Brothers actually started out as kind of more of a Simon and Garfunkel's folk duo, you know, with pristine harmony, something like, this land is your land, this land is my land. Yes, thank you to this little button right down here. I can now sing both parts. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. I'm Henry VIII, I am Henry VIII, I am. Hey there, little Red Riding Hood, you sure are looking good. I searched the world over and I thought I found true love. You made another act, you was gone. We'll make a film about a man that's sad and lonely, and all I gotta do is act naturally.
We have come up to the crow's nest. Oh, look at this. I'm assuming disco touch for disco night. I like it. Good gravy, look at this. All right, let's duck. Well, starting off with a line dance class. Little Nutbush City Limits. Oh, now they're working on Voulez-Vous. That feels a little more disco appropriate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We are now going to hand the microphones over to our fabulous World Stage Rep company for a special performance.
Here we go! It's just your child talking, it's telling me lies, yeah. Through the city breaking and everybody shaking and we're singing aloud, singing aloud. I'm singing aloud, singing aloud. Cause we're living in a world of rules, breaking us down. Reach out for me, and the feeling is right. And I get night fever, night fever. You don't have to do it. Oh, you should be dancing, dancing. You should be dancing, yeah. Thank you. See that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen.
Disco. We have returned to the cabin to find our paperwork for tomorrow. We've got some fancy chocolate. I think it's Dutch, actually. Time change notice that we are moving backwards an hour and regaining some time. Good night. That means it is only, what, 9 o'clock, not 10 o'clock.
9:07.
Y'all, we are back into just time. It's early.
It's time to do more work. It's fine.
The party starts early and the party ends early. I like it.
But it was fun, yeah.
That's it. What else we got to talk about? Let's jump back, I guess, just buffet dinner.
Everything was nice and flavorful and like moist, the meat, if it was supposed to be.
Yeah, cooked well.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it was really good and a good variety.
Yeah, I had the fish and the fish was moist, the meat, and everything was good. So, y'all, we're going to bed now.
Words are hard when you're trying to express your feelings.
Good night. And then what else?
The show.
The show, yeah.
So like parody, comedy, talking, lots of storytelling. It was really good, but I enjoyed that he used a looper pedal because it was like made for an older audience, but he still threw that in, so that was cool. It made it good for all ages, I think. Like, it was fun.
He had a chorusing pedal so he could like, sing with himself and have all those different things on there. And I think this one was mostly like a 50s, 60s, 70s kind of comedic music type of show. And then his other show is going to be more modern, I guess.
Weird Al.
Maybe. I know that his description said Weird Al, but Weird Al didn't show up tonight. But anyway. And then, party time, yippee. So.
Yeah, everybody was decked out and had fun, and the dance floor was full pretty much the whole time. And then the surprise with the cast singing, that was really awesome. I had a good time.
That's it. So now we are going to bed. Y'all, moist and meat. We will see you on our next port day, I guess.
Please don't make a meme out of me. I can't believe I said that.
Good night.